Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning to you. It is Thursday. It is November 4th, and boy, does it feel like November 4th out there.
Yes, finally. It actually feels like November. Definitely, if you haven't left your house yet, of course, grab your jacket.
It's gray and chilly out there. Justin standing by. The roads have not been great this morning. We'll talk to Stephen in a moment as well. If you're kind of like me, you're tired of this whole time change thing.
Yes.
And for years here on KSAT, we've kind of advocated for, hey, let's do one or the other, but let's try to do away with it.
And actually, lawmakers are looking to do the same thing. So like daylight saving time for year-round, 19 states are seeking to make that year-round. And in the last 4 years, 19 states have enacted legislation or passed resolutions to provide for year-round daylight saving time if Congress were to allow such a change, and in some cases, if surrounding states enact the same legislation.
The 19 states, Alabama, Georgia, Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, Idaho, Louisiana, Ohio, South Carolina, Utah, Wyoming, Arkansas, Delaware, Maine, Oregon, Tennessee, Washington, Florida, California. Notice Texas isn't on there.
No, Texas is not on there. That was my first question when I looked at it. So the debate over the time, which was first enacted by the federal government during World War I, just in case you were wondering, as a way to conserve coal, has picked up momentum in recent years.
That's right. Now, the ultimate stumbling block for fans of year-round daylight saving time is the 1966 Uniform Time Act. So despite states what they want to do, a switch to year-round daylight saving time, or one or the other, I don't care, just pick one, would actually require a change to federal law, which has the support of Florida Senator Marco Rubio.
Yeah, he's in favor of it. His Sunshine Protection Act of 2019 was an effort to end the twice annual time changes and keep daylight saving time year-round in his state and across the nation instead of the current 8 months. And so that Protection Act of 2021 was reintroduced by a bipartisan group of U.S. senators to make DST permanent across the country.
And that's all that's happened on it. So that's it. No other activity on the bill to date. By the way, they say the advantages of permanent daylight saving time include a reduction of car crashes, fewer cardiac issues, including my own, and stroke, improved mental health, including our own, less crime, increased economic growth, and increases in physical fitness.
In physical fitness as well. And I know what's not on here. I mean, I guess it kind of be lumped in with it, but like the kids, not so much, you know, this time change coming up this weekend, but the one coming up in the spring. It's so hard for their bodies to get readjusted. To
I wish we could stay to this one, the fall back, if possible. So we'll work on this, and then we're also going to work on moving the Super Bowl to a Saturday.
We'll let you know how it goes. Let's look at today's 9 at 9.
New allegations in the deadly shooting on the set of Rust. The attorney for the armor suggesting the shooting may have been sabotage. The attorney says he believes that someone who quit because of low pay or unfair housing may have switched to dummy round for a real bullet. There's no evidence to support the allegations.
A murder trial that's about to begin in Georgia is being called a major test for racial justice in the Deep South. 3 white men will face a judge for the killing of Ahmaud Arbery, an unarmed black man shot while jogging near his home last year. The jury has now been selected, but questions are being raised because nearly all of the jurors chosen are white. The trial begins tomorrow.
Democratic lawmakers racing to finalize details of the $1.75 trillion spending package. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi confirms paid family and medical leave are now back in the bill. A vote could happen as soon as tomorrow.
The Justice Department says a man who punched a police officer while storming the U.S. Capitol on January 6th deserves the harshest punishment possible. The DOJ wants New Jersey gym owner Scott Fairlamb to get almost 4 years in prison. Fairlamb was the first rioter to plead guilty to assaulting a police officer during the siege. Amid the historic shipping container backup off the coast of California, Governor Greg Abbott inviting shipping companies to escape California and sail to Texas. California Governor Gavin Newsom responded saying nearly half of the country's goods come through California ports, something he says Texas does not have. Joseph Maldonado, better known as Joe Exotic, says he has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. Maldonado is currently serving time for a murder-for-hire plot. The Tiger King's attorney says he has also been undergoing medical treatment and tests for a number of other issues. John Deere says it is done bargaining after striking workers rejected its latest contract proposal. The farm equipment maker now says there won't be another one. Workers walked off the job there October 10th.
And Kellogg says workers on strike for a month there have also rejected a revised offer. Kellogg's calls its most recent proposal its last, best, and final offer.
The U.S. is running short on truck drivers. The American Trucking Association estimates the industry is about 80,000 drivers short of what's needed to keep goods moving freely. And that's despite trucking companies trying to lure in more people with better pay.
Today's the day. Starbucks ringing in the season with new holiday-themed drinks and its signature red cups. Being added to the menu this year, an iced sugar cookie almond milk latte. That's today's 9 at 9. And speaking of Tiger King, looks like the sequel series will be out on Netflix November 17th.
Pretty soon.
What else is there to tell in that saga? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, that's why you have to watch.
I guess I'm going to have to tune in. There's always more drama ahead, I'm sure. Not a lot of drama now after yesterday's rainfall. That's all moved out of here. The rain is gone. What we do know, though, for sure is that it's going to be a chilly day. 50 degrees at the airport, 47 Kerrville, 46 in Rock Springs. There is a wind chill in a few spots this morning. It's that cold. 52 Carrizo Springs, 54 as you get down towards Cotulla. Forecast over the next 3 days, we do see these temperatures moderate, but it's going to take some time. 56 the forecast high today. 66 tomorrow. We'll see some clearing skies. Lots of sun over the weekend. Weekend looks fantastic. We'll be back in the 70s both Saturday and Sunday. There's a look at the radar. There still are a few showers out there down towards Devine, stretching up towards Hondo. These are all really light, and I think that's sort of the last of it. These move south and east and out of the area, and we'll get rid of the rain today. Pollen count is in. Everything is low. In fact, all we have is mold. It's low. Surprising, even though we saw the rain yesterday. So a bit of good news there. That front, those gusty winds didn't kick up much. Forecast. Cloudy skies across the board. I don't think we're going to see much sun today at all. Northerly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. That'll keep things chilly. And again, we top out only at 56 degrees. The roads are drying up, but it does appear we have some issues out there. Let's go over to Steven for the latest on that.
You know, I've been enjoying the weather, Justin. Just not really been enjoying the way the roads have been looking lately. 281 in Tacoma, we had a big issue out there a little bit earlier this morning. Taking a look right now at TransGuide, you can see that it looks like traffic is moving just at a glacial pace right now. And that's because we did have a crash out there that did cause some big issues, but it looks like that crash may have cleared. Let's take you right to the map. That's off 281 southbound at San Pedro Avenue. You see some a lot of orange and yellow, obviously indicating that slowdown. But again, it does look like that crash is cleared. So that's some good news for our friends on 281. But let's take a jump around town because we still have some issues out there. I-35 southbound at Weidner Road. There's a stall there, and there was a little bit of a buildup, but it looks like that's clearing out. However, I-35 northbound at FM 3009 looks like there's a crash out there. So just watch out in that area. It looks like we still have a crash off I-10 eastbound at Ackerman Road. So make sure, again, you are watching yourself pretty closely this morning. Keep your eyes on the road. We're going to continue to watch things throughout the morning and give you all those updates on air and online. Guys?
One of the top stories we've been following this morning, San Antonio firefighters say a woman was badly burned in an overnight house fire.
It happened around 11 p.m. in the 400 block of Elmwood near San Pedro Avenue on the city's north side. Firefighters arrived to flames through the roof on the back side of that structure. A woman in her 40s was taken to the hospital with significant burns. Firefighters say they were able to put out that fire pretty quickly. Investigators are now looking for a cause.
In your morning headlines, another vacation to fight COVID about to make its debut in Britain, and employees turned down more John Deere green.
A nurse escorted from a hospital, and dog meets mountain lion. David Sears is here to explain all of this.
We'll give you a hint on how that turned out. The dog's name is Rocky.
Aww.
Okay.
There you go. We'll get to that in just a second, but first, more medications to fight COVID-19 are now available. The latest is it's a pill. Britain has granted a conditional authorization to the company Merck for the use of the antiviral pill. For now, the pill can be taken by those 18 and older and have tested positive for COVID and have at least one risk factor for getting severe disease. The pill is designed to be taken at home twice a day for 5 days by those with mild or moderate cases of COVID. The use of the drug in the U.S. is still pending. The FDA is going to start looking at the effectiveness of the drug later on this month and the side effects. Merck said last month from their tests that hospitalizations and deaths were cut in half for those with early symptoms. Outside scientists have yet to vet the drug. There are some who think the drug could cause mutations and lead to birth defects. A couple of days ago, we told you about 10,000 workers at John Deere were on strike, and it looked like they were about to agree on a contract offer. They got that offer from management, but they didn't agree. The deal included a 30% raise over the next 6 years, new paid parental leave, and other benefits. The company said it was their second and final offer. About 90% of the workers rejected the first offer. About 55% rejected the second offer. There are about 10,000 workers in 5 states that have walked off the job. The company says it will continue to use trained, salaried, non-union workers to keep operations going. And you are watching Tori Jensen taking her video of herself being escorted out of the Kaiser Permanente Hospital in San Diego because she was not vaccinated. Jensen applied for a religious exemption but was rejected. The hospital claims she basically tried to use the exemption to get out of getting the vaccine, and it was, quote, disrespectful to those with sincere religious beliefs.
I don't know what kind of pandemic it is if they're firing nurses who are willing to work. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me.
This is my livelihood. This is really important to me. I feel like I'm being discriminated against based on my sincerely held religious beliefs.
I've been a COVID nurse since the beginning. That's what we do. We're nurses. I'll keep doing that, just somewhere else.
Jensen says she followed other protocols. She was tested twice weekly and wore an N95 mask and took other precautions. She said she has never contracted COVID. All right, let's finish with man's best friend or protector. That is Rocky, and he looks like he's been in a serious fight. Hey, was it a serious fight? With a mountain lion. This happening in California. Nicole Comstock was outside her home when she came face to face with the big cat. She ran inside. Rocky ran outside after the cat. He ran through the yard and up the hill in the back of the house. The two got into it. Rocky's family found him pretty cut up. He had 8 large wounds that required 30 stitches. Don't know what the cat looks like. Mary knows exactly why Rocky went after that cat, though.
To make sure that I was okay. That's the whole reason why they went after the mountain lion. It's because I opened that door.
Yeah, so Rocky looks like he's going to be able to survive. He's got his friends and family all around him. But, you know, like we said, we're not sure what the cat looks like.
Rocky for the win.
Rocky, I'm going with Rocky on that one.
Always go with Rocky.
Always go with Rocky, yeah.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Right now, 9:10, about 50 degrees, still ahead on GMSA at 9.
And the edition of our new You Fitness series is out, this time focusing on the power of having a good support system. Details at the Group F3 Alamo and what their goal is here in San Antonio.
Plus, facing inflation, a first-hand look at how families are dealing with the increasing prices of nearly everything.
A mega food distribution event just kicked off in Cibolo. It's a chilly morning, but let me tell you, that hasn't stopped the hundreds of people that are lined up right next to me. The details on who's distributing this food, who can benefit, and if there's still time to line up, just ahead here on GMSA at 9.
And welcome back. It is 9:14. It's a chilly morning, but the hearts of many are warm as they wait in line for a generous donation.
Happening right now, Tyson Foods getting ready to get more than 40,000 pounds of protein to folks that live in Guadalupe County.
Alicia Berrera is live from the Santikos Entertainment Center in Cibolo with more on today's food donation. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Well, it's definitely chilly to say the least, but really the only ones freezing our tails off are myself, the crew here with KSAT, and then the volunteers making all this happen. People have been lined up since 3 a.m. and they're finally getting the food that they're so eager for. They're going to be receiving bread, milk, veggies, what else? Some drinks, noodles, potato flakes, some canned items, but the main event here is for the 20-pound box of Tyson chicken. This is possible because of agencies with Tyson Foods working with agencies like New Braunfels Food Bank. I found out that New Braunfels Food Bank actually applied to partner with Tyson Foods through their community pantry program. Their plant is located in Seguin, so this is really just the perfect fit. Joining us live is Jess Chaddick. He's the operations manager for Tyson Foods. Good morning. This is a big deal to be able to partner with New Braunfels. I understand it's the first time.
Well, we actually have done this in San Antonio. We've done a few events in Guadalupe and Comal counties, but yes, the New Braunfels Food Bank is the closest one to our facility, and we really take pride in working with communities where we live and work and our team members live and work and giving back. So this is just another one of those events that we really enjoy doing, and you know, feel responsible to do it.
We're already in November, leading into the holidays. Some of these families just really in need to have good protein, and that's what Tyson prides themselves to be able to provide that for families today.
Yeah, it's amazing. The attitudes of the customers here, you know, when they're coming through the line, you know, they're so humble in the donations, and, you know, it just really, it makes you feed off of those guys and want to do more of it. So it's a very enjoyable event for both parties.
Well, Jess, we'll let you get back to work. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, and y'all have a lot of people to feed.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much, you guys. So this is happening, kicked off at 9 a.m. on the dot. It's continuing until 11 a.m. There is a long line, but if you have some spare time, you are able to still get in line, as they'll try to feed everyone, give food to everyone who's in line this morning. Reporting live from Cibolo, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alicia, and thank you to all the volunteers out there.
Well, we are all bundled up, and here in the studio, Justin has talked about earlier, there was some discussion about wind chills on the early edition of GMSA.
There was a wind chill, at least in the hill country, in the 40s, so we're starting to get a taste of fall here. It's about time, right? And that front meant business yesterday, brought some good rain with it, gusty winds. We're still feeling that cool air. Let's take a look at the radar, see where that rain stands right now. It's generally moving out, but we still do have some showers in parts of Medina County, and also seeing a few returns here showing up in parts of Bexar County. So there's still going to be some light sprinkles this morning if you're out and about. I think by noontime, this all goes away. The rain, at least. The clouds do not. So with the clouds sticking around, it's still going to be a chilly day, not to mention we get those gusty north winds. Rainfall-wise, we did well yesterday. Carrizo Springs picked up over an inch, and then lots of places here around San Antonio, an inch plus. San Antonio International Airport just 0.43, but Stinson 1.5, Medina 1.81, 1.65 in Kerrville, Gonzales 0.66, Yoakum 1.06. So you get the general idea here. It was about half an inch up to an inch and a half here around San Antonio. Good numbers. And that puts our rainfall now at 32.87 for the year, and we're about 4 inches above average. So doing really well now. Outside, there's the scene. This is what it's going to look like all day long. Cloudy skies, 50 degrees. By the way, we've been stuck at 50 since midnight. Temperature hasn't budged, and I think we'll only gain about 5-6 degrees as we get into the afternoon without any sun. 54 Stinson, 51 Kelly, 50 at Randolph, and there is that northerly wind we spoke of, gusting to 20 miles per hour in some cases. Still 49 in Comfort, 47 in Kerrville, 46 Los Maples, 53 down there in Pleasanton, and 52 Carrizo Springs. So temperatures are pretty uniform here. And we mentioned the winds gusting to 17 in Kerrville, 23 in San Antonio. And yes, that does create a wind chill. Technically, you have to be below 50 degrees before you get that wind chill. So it's really the hill country we're talking about here. But it feels like 42 in Kerrville, feels like 43 in Rock Springs. Definitely jacket weather. And those winds stay fairly gusty through about 4 o'clock, and then I think they start to calm down some. So we'll see less wind tomorrow. We'll get rid of that. Satellite picture, you can see the clouds here. We're just getting our first glimpses now that the sun has come up with our visible satellite picture. But much of Texas is socked in here with these low clouds. Again, they're just not going to budge much today. 29 right now in Amarillo, 34 in Lubbock, 47 Dallas, 47 in Waco. Warm spot is down in Brownsville, but even the front is through there, 61 degrees down in the valley. Temperatures today, again, up around 56, cloudy skies, northerly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. If you're heading out to those football games tonight, grab a jacket, grab a blanket. 54 kickoff, 50 by halftime. And the winds, again, should calm a little bit as you get later into the game. 66 degrees tomorrow. Tomorrow's temperatures are going to really depend on how quickly those clouds clear, but if we can get them out of here in the morning and see sun in the afternoon, that should get us into the 60s. 70s this weekend, 75 Sunday, and then temperatures near 80 next week. And I know we don't technically get an extra hour of sleep, but falling back does help. I know you guys talked about it earlier. Big fan.
I'm a fan as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Justin.
Got it.
9:20, about 50 degrees.
And still ahead on GMSA at 9. If you're starting to notice your grocery bill is a little higher than usual, you're not alone. Next, a firsthand look at how inflation is impacting families across the country.
Welcome back. If you don't get at least a 5.4% pay raise this year, you're getting a pay cut. That's because inflation is more than double the 2% the Federal Reserve tries to maintain for a healthy economy.
Higher prices are hitting areas where it's tough to cut back, like food, gas, and housing. CNN's Evan McMorris-Santoro spent the day shopping with one family to see the impact of those rising prices.
All right, let's go tackle this.
What does inflation mean for American families? This is the story of the Stottlers' weekly shop.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
We have 2 biological kids, and then my wife and I have a big heart for adoption, so we adopted a sibling group of 2, then 3, then 1, and then we have a kid living with us right now who's kind of in a foster situation.
It feels like money isn't going as far as it used to.
Okay, let's see what we can do. I think probably in June, it was about $1 is worth $1. So now that $1 is worth about 70 cents. All right, now we're moving on to dairy, which is right there. We started seeing everything going up. Grocery prices went up. Gallon of milk was $1.99. Now it's $2.79. Well, when you buy 12 gallons a week, times 4 weeks, you know, that's a lot of money. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, brother.
Again, this is what they buy every week.
If you want to get any of these that are $1.79, you can pick 5 boxes worth.
Grocery shopping means tough choices right now.
We're not buying the most healthy stuff because that prices have gone way up. But I feel kind of guilty sometimes we can't afford the really good things that would be healthier also.
Okay, so P.F. Chang's is like the elite. So let's
You mean
look.
elite price or elite quality?
Like both.
Okay, so don't. That's what we're saying.
So where are the family size meals?
The Stottlers keep a close eye on their budget, and they shop deals.
This is 20 ounces. How many ounces is that? 24, so get that one.
Krista loves a coupon.
Buy this and get Rotel and chips free, is what it's supposed to be.
But these days, the family grocery list and the money they carefully plan to spend sometimes don't match.
We're at $90 already, and we've got a basket and a half left. But God is good and always provides, so let's see where we'll go.
The math at the grocery store worked out.
Okay, so I don't need this. We're gonna take that off, and then we're gonna add these items. Awesome, guys, y'all did great.
Then they had to add in the rest of the week's shopping. That gets delivered.
Oh, look, the Walmart stuff came.
The grand total, $310. How much would you have spent maybe back in March to do the same thing?
So probably we would have only spent probably about $150, $200, something like that in March, because it was quite a bit less.
The Stottlers are feeling the inflation squeeze to the tune of an extra $100 a week, they say. That's just for groceries. This family may be larger than many.
Let's go through the line by birthdays. Whoever has October birthdays gets to go first.
But they live the same middle-class life as their neighbors. The squeeze is getting tighter, and that means that middle-class life could be changing. If the prices keep rising the way they've been rising through the next 6 months, what's going to happen to, life in this house?
If it continues, we're just going to have to get more creative and maybe pick up an extra job if we have to. Doing food delivery or something like that to help make up the difference.
You can go down to beans and rice and still sustain pretty economically. We don't want to have to do that. You want to enjoy what you're purchasing, but there's another level you can get to just to make sure you make it through.
That was CNN's Evan McMorris-Santoro reporting.
And there's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Now the vaccines are available for children. What's the plan here in San Antonio? Look at how SAISD is working quickly to get as many students protected as possible.
Plus, Aaron Rodgers sidelined after speculations that he lied about being vaccinated against COVID-19. Details on that and last night's Spurs game later with David and RJ.
Welcome back. Students in the San Antonio Independent School District will be some of the first in line to get the COVID vaccine after Pfizer's low-dose vaccine was given the green light by the CDC.
The district is teaming up with South Texas Allergy and Asthma Medical Professionals, or STAMP, to help keep students safe. SAISD Interim Superintendent Robert Jacklich says he believes it's the right move for the school district, especially heading into the holidays.
Alicia Beretta with the district's efforts to reach as many students as possible as quickly as possible.
The first order of the kids' vaccine for SAISD students ages 5 to 11 is in.
We put an order in for 5,000. We know that it's been allotted to us already, and we're just waiting for shipment.
Once shipped, Dr. Erika Gonzalez of South Texas Allergy and Asthma Medical Professionals says they could arrive overnight. but parents must register their student first.
Since it's the initial rollout, they will be registering through the school system, so through the different schools, so that we can have an idea of who's coming in.
Details on what documents students must bring aren't known at this time, but the process should be quick and organized compared to last year's vaccine rollout for adults. Some minimal side effects could include soreness at the injection site, fatigue, muscle aches, and a low-grade fever, which Dr. Gonzalez says can be treated with Tylenol and Motrin.
It's going to guarantee that we have safer holidays, and the studies have shown that this vaccine is safe and it's effective, and so people should, take advantage of it and know that it's much better than having COVID itself.
Orders for additional vaccines will be placed weekly as needed.
SAISD will be updating parents on the time and locations for those clinics that are expected to start as early as next week. Those locations are expected to be central to reach as many students as possible. Reporting Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
And a question on the minds of many people, are COVID-19 boosters the same as the original vaccines? The answer is yes, and they have the same recipe as the original shots. Experts say manufacturing doses with a new formula would have also delayed the rollout of boosters. And despite the more contagious Delta variant, the vaccines were not adjusted because they're still working well. Moderna and Pfizer are studying boosters tweaked for the Delta and other variants to be ready if one's ever needed. We have a complete breakdown on our website at ksat.com.
Let's take a warm look outside with live cam. I say warm because you're probably watching this on a screen indoors. That's a great idea. Justin's here with some chilly temperatures.
The thought did cross my mind this morning of just staying in bed. I knew it wasn't an option, but you still kind of think about it for a second.
Yeah, Mike was talking about that earlier too. The urge was strong.
Yes, it's one of those days. Gray, it's going to be cool, breezy all day long. If you checked your rain gauge yesterday, you may have seen a scene like this one, about 1.5 inches of rain. This is in San Antonio, especially if the southern half of the city did really well with rainfall. We appreciate the pictures. Always good to see this sort of the ground truth there of how much rain we did indeed see. But the numbers were pretty good with the rain yesterday. Here's a look at the time lapse. And the clouds, they're thick. They're not going away. So we're going to see a cloudy day. That stays with us 50 degrees, the current reading. And dew point is at 45. A quick check of the radar. Showers still out there, especially to the south and west of San Antonio. Once that passes by, we should be done with the rain, and we're just left with those clouds, as I mentioned. So the forecast today, up around 56 for a high. That's it. Tomorrow it is going to be a little bit warmer with the sun peeking out. We'll have more on that forecast here in just a couple minutes, guys.
Thanks, Justin. Let's check the roads right now. 281 in Tacoma is now clear. We had some slowdowns earlier because of an incident out there. Traffic looking great.
And staying motivated with a fitness routine can be tough. That's why it's important to have the right support system.
The latest edition of New You, a health and wellness series on the news at noon. We introduced the F3 Alamo, a unique group making sure men of all walks of life have the motivation they need to get outdoors and get moving. Here's a clip.
Like many of the men of F3, Andrew Torian, or Chewy, was working out on his own, but knew he needed some more motivation.
Not native to this area, I've definitely felt that, just kind of going to work and wondering, where do I fit in? Where's my peer group? I can't think of a place that's been, right off the bat that's so welcoming and supportive.
We go through our... Joining us now to share more about this story on New You is the always busy producer, Alyssa Medina.
That's right. We usually do the debrief when there's more to the story, maybe something that you didn't get to fit into the piece. What else can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about their 5 core principles. I got to talk about a few of them in the package, but some of them I wanted to stress a little bit more. So, of course, their classes are peer-led. So if you go maybe a few times, you may get yourself caught in a pickle where you're going to have to lead the class and you're going to have to show off some exercises, and so there's no coaches, and that's what it's all about. Each guy gets to participate and lead the class, each different class, and the guys kind of told me that this is just a chance for them to get to know each other, get to know what each person is interested in. Sometimes it's more running, sometimes it's more like push-ups there, you know, some military background in there as well, but it also gets them out of their comfort zone, which is really interesting. And also each class ends with a circle of trust. We got to mention that in the story. So this is a chance for them to talk and pray and give some advice to each other. And then one thing I wanted to stress is that all the classes are outdoors, rain or shine, dark, bright. So when we started on this story, it was actually dark outside. It was, I think they got there at like 6 in the morning, and then eventually the sun came up. But I love that they hold their classes outdoors in the parks around San Antonio. This was at Almost Basin Park. And then also, lastly, I wanted to stress that all of their classes are free of charge, every single class. You know, sometimes you go to gyms and you may get one free class, you may get a week of free classes, but this is free all the time.
And in the article for this story on KSAT.com, you mentioned these relationships have evolved beyond these workouts, right?
Yeah, so these guys have gotten to know each other. They have, so it's all about kind of filling your glass. You know, the whole saying, you can't pour into someone unless your glass is full, right? So it's all about filling each other up so that they can go out into the community and give back. So I have some pictures that they sent me. So these are from some of their events where they gave back. So I believe this is at their 9/11 ruck, where they do a workout all to benefit those who were killed in the 9/11 attacks, right? And then we have one here where they give back to the San Antonio Food Bank. So I really love that they kind of take this outside of the workout. It's more than that. They get to get involved in the community, which is great.
And Alyssa, this is your second New You debrief. So what made you want to come on and chat more about this specific issue?
Yeah, so when you hear all men's workout group, it may sound kind of exclusive, you know, and what do I know, right? I'm a woman and I am talking about this all men's workout group. But these guys were just so welcoming and it was so great to be in their presence. I left that story feeling so inspired, and you don't always get that in the gym, you know, when you work out on your own, if you're maybe running on your own. So I just wanted to, you know, show you guys that this is really a place where you can really feel welcome. And in fact, I wanted to show you a little outtake, a little blooper from my shoot there.
1, 2, we just made it up for the sound bite. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait, I wasn't recording. I'm just kidding.
You got him.
Yeah. So also in my story, I talk about how each of the guys get nicknames on their first day, no matter what, even if you don't plan on coming again. And so after that little clip there, one of them was like, "Your nickname should be Joker." So I was like, "I'll take it."
There you go. I was going to ask if you got an honorary nickname.
Yeah, I did. And also, I wanted to say that they gave me an open invite to all of the men in the newsroom. So, Mark.
All right.
We might have to take you out there one day.
Okay. I'm interested.
Yeah,
sounds good.
They have a good group, like a big group already.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds great. All right, Alyssa, thank you. And if you missed this story on the news at noon, you can catch the full version on KSAT.com. Just search New You. And congratulations to Alyssa on driving our News Now on 11 a.m.
Oh, yes.
KSAT.com.
Yes, you can catch us in what? In an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, as if you didn't have enough to do, right?
Very busy.
We'll let you go. Alyssa, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good seeing you. Well, San Antonio is making a push to get more organic materials recycled, and it involves big green bins. You might start to see more of them around our city.
And Patty Santos explains the new technology that's unique to San Antonio and how it's turning up clean compost around the city.
Napkins, paper towels, a paper bag, just wrap it all up and just stick it in your green cart. And it comes to us, it's here.
The Nelson Gardens in the southwest part of the county and the Atlas Organics Recycling Center is where all of San Antonio's green waste bins end up.
We don't want to see something of value be thrown away in the landfill forever and ever, but be reused and turned into a product that can be reused.
2019 waste studies showed that almost 45% of great cart trash ending up in the landfill was organic material and could have been recycled. So the city of San Antonio turned to Athletes Organics for a solution. In January, it entered into a new 10-year contract with a company which hopes to boost compost production.
This is the first sort line of its kind at a composting facility. It's brand new technology.
The sort line is tackling the problem of non-organic matter that ends up in green bins. Without taking this trash out, the product isn't truly organic. See how it works. Organic material gets loaded and shredded in the sort line, where people and air sensor technology removes about 75% of non-organic trash.
Not only is it a product quality standard necessity, it's also an operational necessity to keep our equipment functioning and doing what it needs to do.
The end result, cleaner organic compost that is sold back to residents. The technology has been used in material recycling centers, but it's the first time being used at a compost facility.
It's a really good product, and it's one that's not made with manure, it's not made with sewage sludge.
We wanted to put the compost to the test, so we're gonna load some up and we're gonna take it home and see what it does.
This year so far, the city has collected more than 73,000 tons of organic material, compared to over 50,000 tons last year.
It's a product that the citizens of San Antonio are helping to create. When they use their green cart properly.
And again, that was our Patty Santos reporting. The city is gearing up for a push to get more of your table scraps to end up at the compost facility instead of the landfill. Food waste, including bread, pasta, nuts, coffee filters, paper plates, boxes, as well as your yard trimmings need to go in the green bin. If you want to buy the compost we showed you, you can log on to KSAT.com to see where to go.
9:43, about 50 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
Green Bay Packers down a quarterback after he tested positive for COVID-19, but the story doesn't end there. Details on this next in your sports headlines. It was another tough loss for our Spurs against the Mavs at home.
David's back with RJ to break this one down. And once again, some late game mistakes, gentlemen.
Man, they've been so close in a bunch of these games. Yeah, David's just going to bang his head. At least it's a paper. You're not banging your head against like the wall
The
over
wall
there.
or something? Not yet. Might be.
If it keeps going this way, yeah.
I mean, you watch them for like 3 quarters, like, wow, they're going to win this thing. They look really good. They're making baskets. They're playing defense and not turning the ball over all the time. And all of a sudden, bleh.
Yeah, and so, to start, the big news here, Drew Eubanks got the start because Jakob Poeltl is now in the league's health and safety protocols. No word yet whether he's tested positive for COVID or not, but he's expected to miss a few games here down the road.
Yeah, he could be out like, up to 10 days, so that means he could miss this upcoming road trip the Spurs are going to be on, so that does good. Look at him. Look at this. That's like real basketball right there. That's the Spurs getting up and down the floor. That's Devin Vassell knocking down threes like he's been doing it all his life, probably has. And there's, little
Vassell again.
Dribble
Nice
into the
run
key
there.
and bust that one down. I mean, just like, wow, look at these guys. This is great stuff. They're going to win this game. They're going to beat the Mavs. And then, no.
Yeah, so Spurs actually led by double figures third quarter, and then once again, the story of the season so far, fourth quarter, they allow the team to creep back in, and then here we go.
Here we go. Oh, that's 2 seconds left, a little over 2 seconds left, and they can't get the inbound in.
That was rough.
Should I go off on that? Remember a couple of years ago, that was my pet peeve, was inbound pass. Of course, you got a 7 foot.
You should.
You got a 7'4", 7'5" guy guarding the inbound pass, which makes it a little more difficult. But maybe you have a guy come to the backcourt and maybe get on
the ball,
other side and go over here and maybe you throw it in this way rather than trying to throw it over top of it.
David needs a dry erase
Drawing up the
clipboard
play.
for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll draw it up for you. So here he was right here, and here's where he tried to throw it. Was way down here. And so instead of having a guy come back over here and throw it over there, so Boban, because Boban's not exactly fast. I mean, he's not going to be able to move over and guard it real quick if you got a guy over there.
Is this a low-key rant?
It's a little bit of a rant. Yeah, at least have a guy go to the ball. You can get the ball up in 2.7 seconds because the other team's going to be afraid of fouling the ball.
Dribble twice and
they're
shoot.
going to be afraid of fouling. So,
well, I mean, you can't do any worse because they didn't even get a shot. They didn't even get the ball. They never touched it. I mean, you threw it in and that was it.
This is such a fine line on the soapbox right now. Oh, no, they did. They went there.
It's back. Is this the first one of the season?
Could be.
It could be the first of many. I'm thinking.
I hope it's the last. Come on.
Director says no. This is not the first.
Not the first one of the season. Okay.
I don't know.
Again, though, Spurs have been in a lot of these games. I actually like the fact that they came out and played well in this game
right there. I mean,
after Pop called them out the previous game. But again, you got to get the late game execution. It's very frustrating.
It is frustrating. I mean, because they're like right there. They should have won 4 games now.
Dylan's saying we got to wrap real quick. Wanted to also mention, of course, the Aaron Rodgers situation.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers not going to be playing against Kansas City this week. Trying to figure out what the NFL is going to do with him here. Did he break protocols?
The NFL probably going to come down on the Packers and on Aaron Rodgers because he basically did not tell the truth about being vaccinated.
It was a little deceptive.
Yes.
He said it was immunized.
He was
going through his own sort of treatment.
Yeah, he was like doing that natural stuff or whatever, and so he's not vaccinated. And there's some guys in the league that aren't vaccinated, but they go through their own protocols.
Yeah,
that they have set up for guys.
Hasn't
who
been wearing
vaccinated.
masks at media sessions. That's part of it. So this will be interesting to see what the NFL does. He is obviously the reigning MVP, a very popular player.
Well, some non-vaccinated quarterbacks are out of jobs. I mean, talk about Cam Newton.
Well, Cam Newton went and got vaccinated.
Right
He did a job. He may have one pretty soon.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, guys. I know we could spend another 5 minutes on this, but we can't.
On Aaron Rodgers or on the Spurs?
Both.
Spurs.
Both.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Justin, say goodbye with your forecast.
David, go outside and then go in the cool.
Did I go cool off in the outside? A good place to go.
Drought monitor is in. It shows us where we have drought here across the state of Texas. About 24% of the state was in drought last week. So this is last week. Now let's transition to this week, and what do you notice? That there is more drought starting to creep in. Not great news, but the rain yesterday, I think, is going to go a long way to helping us out here, because you notice right there along the border of Carrizo Springs, that was an area that was in, or is now, in a severe drought. This doesn't take into account yesterday's rain. And look where yesterday's rain fell, right over Carrizo Springs, 1.23 inches there, so that's good. And we mentioned that a lot of places here around San Antonio picked up over an inch yesterday, so this is helpful. As we go outside for you, things are drying out. We've got cloudy skies, 50 degrees at the airport, and north-northeasterly winds at about 14 miles per hour. They have been a little bit gusty from time to time. And there's a look at the radar. Still seeing some showers working through Medina County, in northern parts of Atascosa County, Natalia, Lytle down to Divine. That's where there is still some light shower activity. It'll stick around for a little while longer. We've seen a couple of light returns here around San Antonio, but generally things staying dry. Temperature-wise, 46 Bernie Stage, 48 Bulverde, 50 in New Braunfels, 53 Pleasanton. We're at 52 Carrizo Springs, 55 in Del Rio, and 51 right now in Victoria. So pretty uniform temperatures. And there is a wind chill in spots. You got to be at 50 or below to get a wind chill, but we're seeing that in the hill country where it feels like it's 43 in Kerrville, 41 in Fredericksburg. Winds will calm a little bit. They'll be gusty through about noontime, and then you'll start to see the winds drop off, and there will be less wind tonight into tomorrow. Satellite picture shows we are socked in, cloud cover everywhere you look. Even across the state, it is cloudy unless you get up into the Texas Panhandle or far west Texas or far northeast Texas. Everybody else is cloudy. And we mentioned the temperatures, 40s and 50s. But you look across the country, it's pretty chilly up there in International Falls, the nation's icebox, 26 there, 21 Bismarck, 44 New York. So the cold air is kind of overtaken much of the United States. You got to go down to South Florida where it is 81. Right now in Miami. That's the only warm spot here on the map. Our forecast today, slow warm up, and we're not going to see much of a warm up. 56 degrees by 4 o'clock, and then we fall off into the low 50s by midnight. We'll start off tomorrow morning at 47. 66 tomorrow with clearing skies, and a beautiful weekend on the way. We'll be in the 70s on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be right back.